Hello, guys. So, today I want to talk about the spiritual initiations that come when you decide to take responsibility for your gifts, when you decide that you want to share something with the world, you have a talent, there's been a message that's been put on your heart, or you want to experience freedom and sovereignty on a physical level. You want to build a business, you want to work for yourself, whatever it is. Okay, because this is something that I don't hear a lot of people talk on in the context of your spiritual work. And yes, that is a lot of what I'm here about. I'm here to support you on the expansion of your consciousness, on the liberation of your energy. And for you to really, really do that, to step into that highest potential, we can't really ignore this conversation around what actually happens when you commit to taking the responsibility that you are here to take for your gifts. What actually happens when you choose to take responsibility for the vision that you have, and what actually happens when you decide to take responsibility for the unique role that you are here to play. So, those of you guys who are watching, I want to say to you all today, and perhaps you're already in deep, and I admire you and I commend you, and I know what it takes to bring forwards what it is that you have inside and bring it to the world and make a difference with it and create a new reality with it. It is a very powerful initiation. It's a powerful process. It is something that deserves your heart and your soul. So the thing I wanted to say to you all is that there is no the spiritual path and the rest of your life. That division does not exist. Anyone who's believing that illusion needs to get real. Let me be honest. You have to get real. And a lot of people exist in this split in their reality where their spiritual life is segmented. They work on their realization in private and they just see that as their own separate path, yet they continue to live a life that isn't really in alignment with the truth of their soul. And they're making compromises. You're not really truly doing what you want, and you're not being in integrity with your deepest essence. Can we be honest? Right? You perhaps are dissatisfied in some area. And this is the thing that we really, really have to acknowledge. Is that yes, we are here to go deep in our self-realization. We are here to cultivate that recognition of our nature. And now this is where my opinion differs from many spiritual teachers, which is I don't believe that we're heading for this ultimate destination. I believe that the destination is a cultivation, a shift in your vibration, a shift in your state, and that cultivation happens in this moment, and in this moment, and in this moment. You are here to cultivate that recognition of your nature and allow your human vessel to be reprogrammed with the truth of your nature so you can lean into this creation and lean into this game. There is a lot of soul growth that happens when you decide to go after your desires naturally, because this is a process of your life coming into alignment with the truths that you have realized. And the reason why it doesn't work to separate your spiritual path and your everyday life is because the spiritual essence that we are connecting to and that we are recognizing as our true nature doesn't just happen in meditation. It doesn't just happen on retreat or in your spiritual practice. It happens in everyday life. And it is an inseparable part of everyday life. And sometimes I even say that we shouldn't even have the word spiritual. We shouldn't even have it because everything is spiritual, and it creates this false perception that there's the spiritual and then there's life. So this process of you deciding to bring your life into alignment with your desires, into alignment with your soul calling, with your soul mission, with the gifts that you are here to share, is a process that is going to deepen you in the realization of the spiritual truths and the nature of yourself. The reason for this is because you are now choosing to, when you have them sort of segmented, where there's my spiritual life, I focus on my spiritual life, I'm interested, I'm curious, I watch spiritual YouTubes, I watched all of Kelly's Paradigm Shift series, I practice, I meditate the odd time. Like that is That is fine, but the reality is that you have to allow this vibrational shift to interface with your reality. If you're not letting yourself make massive changes in your physical reality, then you're not allowing a vibrational shift to fully take shape throughout your whole vessel. And this is the thing that our calling is here to do, and our soul mission. It will fundamentally rewire you on every single level. And we don't realize the extent of that. I really believe that there's this proportionate relationship between the energetic of our calling and our vision and the way we are here to share our energy in service in this chapter of our life, and the energetic untangling that we need to do to release ourselves from the past in our system, to decondition further, to allow there to be spaciousness in our vessel to transmit and to carry a new frequency. So when we choose to take responsibility for the gifts that we were given, and we choose to act on the desire that we have, the spiritual work can only deepen. And this is one way that a lot of people kid themselves out of doing this deeper spiritual work, because you've realized the ultimate truth of reality, and you just see it all as empty and meaningless. Not in a nihilistic way, but in a way that is recognizing there's the same essence of all that there is in everything. And I get it. You figured it out. Great. Fantastic. But you just ignore these desires that you have on a soul level. So every time you want to grow in whatever area of your life, this is a signal from your soul. It is a signal from your soul for how it wants to come into deeper embodiment through your human form, and how it is now the moment to bring your life into alignment with the wisdom and the truths that you know. What is the point of knowing that you're an infinite being if you don't get the chance to experientially work with that, to experientially make that available to you? Why on earth do you think we incarnated in this realm of duality? This is what this realm is for. It is for this collaboration with the physical reality, this working with the mirror for it to help us see what we hold. Okay, so in the process of stepping out for the first time to offer your soul's work and to earn money that way, and to use your energy in a way that brings the most powerful transformation that you can offer, and it's just like the highest win-win in every situation, there is so much deconditioning that you have to go through in order to actually do that. There's so much bullshit that you have to break free from, that your human ego is trying to keep you in check with. And I will go as far to say that those of us who really keep that segmented spiritual path, and then there's the rest of my life and I don't even need to bring it into alignment with my soul, I don't even need to listen to these desires, because I'm ultimately liberated. So why would I go and live a sovereign life? Why would I go and create something that means something to my soul? Those people who just do not fully acknowledge the potency and the relevancy of this are missing out. There's no other way about it. And when I've been tuning into the transmission for today, I really feel this energy of, guys, do you want to do this or not? Like, do you want to bring your life into alignment with your truest essence? If so, commit to your desires, whatever phase that you're in. Maybe you're in a phase of saying, wow, I wish I could be completely sovereign and I could express my soul gifts and offer transformation to other people in this way, or I really want to create that space, or whatever it is. If you have those wishes, you have to act on them. You have to take responsibility, and you have to not be afraid of the deeper work that needs to happen. Trust me when I say that the work will only deepen when you commit more to your mission, when you commit more to what it is that wants to move through you. For me, the biggest amount of transformation actually happened in the last 2 years, when I have been making a far greater commitment and responsibility to this transmission, to who I am here to uniquely be, to the transformation that I'm offering, to the spaces that I'm creating. I can't even describe to you the depths of excavation. You've really got to challenge all of your limits. You've got to challenge all of the ways that your ego is trying to keep you small. And you've got to challenge all of the silly things that you believe about yourself, all of the silly reasons that you believe that you should be quiet, that you should not share your truth, that you should just continue to play the game and pretend to be asleep and pretend to be this normal human being. There are so many of these reasons that we hold that are absolute, just, they're little specks of dust on the brightness and like the full sphere of what you are as an infinite being. It's literally nothing, but we're giving the specks of dust highest priority. We're giving them the top at the apex of the pyramid. We're saying that you're a boss. Okay, you're the boss here. So this energy today is saying that if you really want to have deep spiritual work and you really want to know yourself and you really want to bring your life into alignment with the truth of yourself on an infinite level, then there's responsibility that you have to take. There's listening that you have to do. You have to be unrelentless in your, or you have to be relentless in your knowing of what you feel inside, and you're knowing that that can be so. And you have to be uncompromising in your choice of who you are choosing to embody. And the reason the work is so deep when you are tuning into and expressing and sharing the unique role that you are here to play, when you are expressing the gifts and the talents and the service of your soul, the reason the work of this is so deep is because there's this two-layer process to it. There's the you connecting to the resonance inside of your soul, feeling the resonance inside of your soul, and then learning how to stay true to that resonance in every single area of your life, in your how you express, how you bring it forward. And then there's this constant process of working with the vibrations of compromise, of self-abandonment, of the ways in which you want to portray that truest frequency. That's the other side of the work. So it is only a deepening at every single time you can feel that your mission, that your calling wants to expand. Your spiritual work will go deeper as well. You need to go deeper to reach higher. It's a pretty simple principle. Dig deeper and allow yourself to rise higher. And the essence of what I want to say today here is, guys, can you please allow yourself to rise? Can you please stop putting this speck of dust as the highest authority? Can you allow your infinite nature to be the highest authority here? And can you work with the mirror of your creation to help yourself see the energies that you hold so that you can bring the rest of your life into alignment with the essence of your soul, with the sovereignty of your nature? And I really feel there's this divine pressure, as I've been saying, for souls to really step it up, to be true to your nature. This is the only way we're going to have a paradigm shift, is when enough of us start to say that I'm not playing that game. I'm not pretending to be limited anymore. I'm not going to shrink back and hide away. No, I'm going to come forward with my full magic and my full power. And I'm going to lean into this mirror of creation and create what I'm here to create. And I'm going to bring together the people that I want to bring together for my mission. I'm going to offer in the way that I want to offer. I'm going to express in the way that is of the deepest of integrity with my soul. And hey, I'm not afraid to look the illusions in the eye and see the truth of myself in their mirror and choose to let go of those energies, choose to let go of the way that I am just in this false paradigm of believing I'm going to get the spiritual depth and the transformation that I want if I just put the spiritual journey over here and just ignore all the problems in my life and just ignore all the circumstances that are fundamentally out of alignment with my truest, deepest essence. Okay, guys, so please share with me in the comments, share with me where you're at, share with me what you're excited about, share with me where this hits a tone in you. Use my comments as a way to express your voice. Don't let this just be a one-sided communication. Like, you're not just here to consume, you're here to create. This is a collaboration. And I really, for this video, for all of my videos, I invite you guys to be a collaborator, to be a creator, to share. And I just know how much comes out and how much can come up when we actually ask ourselves to display what we're thinking, what we're feeling, and just publicly express. So use that opportunity. It is an opportunity that will move you closer to the higher desires of your soul and what it is that you are here to experience in this lifetime. Guys, sending you all so much love. Bye.